Well, another enjoyable stay in Evans Bay, but we're going to head out today. Finally, the winds have kind of calmed down out there, so we're going to actually make our way up to a place called Big Bay, Stuart Island. I don't know if you remember, if you saw the video when we took the float plane mail run, we landed there and saw there's like a community dock there. So we're gonna go there and try to get on the community dock, and Anne wants to try to maybe photograph the eagles that are feeding on a run of fish that goes through there. So stay tuned. So I'll give you an idea on this map exactly where we are. We had come from Campbell River and spent some time down here at Reed Island. This is Evans Bay, so this is where the video starts off. But we quickly go up and get on the dock here in Big Bay, right down here on the community dock. And then video footage is mostly going to be in this beautiful area right here. There's Stuart Island right there. And you can see it's very narrow channels, so the currents just rip right through here. And this is the Yucultas down here. Gillard Passage, Devil Holes is over here, Dent Rapids. So you'll be able to see the water just blasting through here in the video. So let's get to it. So there's Vestry over at the Stuart Island community dock, and we've just dinghied across a little bit before the tidal rush takes place, puttered over through this bay, and I've tied the dinghy there. Keep a nice eye on it there. Got it tied to a giant rock. Hopefully Anne can get some nice pictures here of the eagles. We can't sort of get around. We thought maybe we could get right around to the point there, but the train gets a little bit steep and rough, and it's just not worth it to fall. Anyway, we'll see how nice a picture she gets. Otherwise, she's going to have to bite the bullet and pay the hundreds and hundreds of dollars to come out here with the whale watchers. But I would pay it if I could get on. Well, you have to go out of Campbell River, though. Yeah, they won't pick me up at Big Bay, so you can see it's already ripping through Gillard Passage there. This is why you can't take a slow boat up here. Look at that. It's not even max yet. No. We're over an hour from max. Here comes looks like a whale watching boat or a work boat. It's just boogieing right into the current. Of course, with all the current, the water here is super clear. All kinds of sea critters, intertidal critters, urchins and sea stars, kelp. Here comes the mail flight we took. We were on that just before we left Thunderbird in March. Beautiful spring day. Some wildflowers growing here on the cliff. Nice. School of fish heading by. Starting to flow pretty good now. It's making some little waves and whirly pool.
then there's more people.
Big Animal Adventures.
Was it Big Animal Encounters?
Looks like the crest on the side is.
Zoom right in on them?
No, they're really far away.
Yeah.
You can tell they're eagles, but
yeah.
You can tell there's lots of eagles. We got like 3 of them in the frame, but they're quite far away.
Well, I keep feeling tempted to switch back to my other lens because they're so far away, but the 2 times that they've come close, they've been really close.
You see the kelp in the current there? Everything wants to go south. This is the place to be if you like to watch float planes come and go. So we came up to this region and we're on a dock in Big Bay at the Stuart Island community dock. Came up from down near Reed Island yesterday. Beautiful day. Today is June 1st, I think it's 1st or 2nd. Anyway, we're the only boat on these docks. Guess it's early in the season. See vestry down on the dock there. The reason we came up here is Anne was looking to maybe see the eagle show that happens. So through here we have a set of rapids, Yuculta over there, and then there's Gillard Passage and Dent Rapids, Devil's Hole, and the currents get super strong in here, and when they're flowing really hard, usually over about there, all kinds of eagles show up to feed on hake in June, late May, early June. This time of year, the whale watching boats show up with their customers. Our boat isn't powerful enough to handle the current. We did kind of go over in our dinghy and tied it over to shore there, stayed out of the current, and we were able to watch some eagles. There wasn't too many. We couldn't see too many from there. I'm not sure if maybe the really warm weather kind of slowed it down. At times there can be hundreds of eagles happening. Anyway, it was a beautiful day yesterday. Nice calm night, and it's an awesome morning. Very picturesque area here. It's home to a number of fancy high-end resorts. Over there is, I think, Sonora Island Lodge. Kind of, you know, $1,000 a night affair. All kinds of fishing boats over there they take people out on. Even this dock here, the community dock, no power or anything, it was $70 a night. But location, 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 right? Over this way, there's another resort called Big Bay Landing. They have a bunch of fishing boats, so get a lot of fishing charters coming out of these spots, and wildlife viewing, that sort of thing. And then on Stuart Island, a lot of it now is private property. Over this way, there's some just spectacular, huge homes. Lots of wealthy people own property up here. There's even a golf course and an airstrip on the island. Anyway, we just came up for one night to sort of see the eagles, but couldn't really get close enough. And might have to actually book a trip in one of those fast boats so she could get over there with her big camera gear. We'll have to wait till around noon, 1 o'clock to get out of here. The tidal currents are so strong, you have to go right at kind of the slack tide where it sort of slows down just for maybe about 20 minutes. And we'll get over and around the corner. Gonna head back down. Gotta stop off in Lund, pick up a few packages that showed up. And we're gonna get over to Campbell River, stock up for heading north. And Anne has a new underwater action cam coming. She likes dipping her camera in the waters and getting photos of the tidal creatures down there. I don't know if you can see down here, it's pretty deep right now, but when we showed up there was all kinds of life down there. And we're off. Nice little stay in Big Bay. It's timing the current. Head south. Once it slackens out, we'll just build a cruise back down through Yuculta. Till next time, Ray and Ann love your RV and boat. Cheers, guys.